everybody, how's it going? Today, let's take a detailed look at the all-new 2013 BMW 650i Gran Coupe. And this is going to be a detailed, in-depth review of the Gran Coupe. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, as well as show you a bunch of the unique aspects of the interior as well as exterior. And I'd like to give a special thanks and shout out to Hendrick BMW North Lake at the North Lake Auto Plaza in Charlotte, North Carolina for allowing me to come out and film the 2013 BMW 6 Series Gran Coupe. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up, let her run. Now the Gran Coupe does come standard with an integrated smart key access system by just keeping the key fob in your pocket and utilizing the little touch-sensitive rib patterns on all four of the door handles. You're able to lock and unlock the vehicle. Just tap it once, automatically locks it, then after waiting a second just grab behind the handle and it automatically unlocks the vehicle. The exterior color is known as titanium silver metallic and features a full black Nappa leather interior. It does come standard with a remote push-button ignition system. All you have to do is put your foot on the brake, hit the button to start. Beautiful muscular startup from that twin-turbo V8. The 2013 Gran Coupe comes standard with electrically assisted speed proportional rack and pinion power steering with an optional system that will actually control the steering for the rear wheels as well to allow more tight maneuverability in small spaces. This particular model comes with the M Sport package with M-inspired themes, including this heavily bolstered thick leather wrapped steering wheel, nice soft grain, integrated badging down below. As far as the transmission, it comes standard with an 8-speed automated manual gearbox through this gear selector in the middle. All you have to do to activate is hit unlock, pull it down to drive, up once for neutral, and then hit unlock, push all the way up for reverse. Once in reverse, an integrated backup camera appears on your widescreen LCD display as well as your parking sensors. Through the iDrive system you can control various menu options as well as display properties, including your parking aid lines that automatically adjust as you turn the wheel, as well as obstacle marking. You can also turn the camera off if you didn't want to use it and just have the parking assist. You can also shift the vehicle manually two ways, by just clicking it over and pulling up or down on the stalk here, or via the aluminum accented paddle shifters mounted on the back of the steering wheel. Then to place the vehicle into park, just hit the P button up top. And so we're going to cut on the automatic headlamps, fog lamps, as well as the hazards. All four windows naturally are fully automatic. And we're going to check out the exterior, shall we? The interior of the vehicle will also chime a time or two to let you know it's lost detection of the proximity key fob. Following the successful introduction of the all-new 6 Series Coupe and convertible in the 2012 model year, BMW has yet again expanded the lineup and making the first four-door adaptation of its flagship two-door called the Gran Coupe. Now everyone's familiar with the Mercedes CLS class and how it first introduced the concept of the four-door coupe back in 2006. Since then, Audi has released their adaptation of the philosophy, the A7, back in 2012. It would only seem fit that BMW enter this niche market race in a timely manner. All three of these cars are actually based on their respective brand's mid-size model. For BMW, for example, the 5 Series plays a big part in the car's underpinnings. But the biggest difference that really sets the Gran Coupe apart from its rivals is its execution. Rather than create an all-new design from scratch, BMW took the best from the popular 6 Series Coupe, adapted it to 4 doors, while keeping the original sleek lines and proportions, aggressive profile, fine workmanship, and excitement people expect out of the 6 Series. Now this M Sport Gran Coupe comes with a unique set of 20-inch M double-spoke forged aluminum alloy wheels wrapped in Dunlop SP Sport Max tires measuring 245/35 in front and 275/30 tires in the rear. Brakes consist of M black painted ventilated discs all the way around with single piston calipers. They're capable of bringing the vehicle to a stop at an average of 110 feet. Like I said earlier, optional in the Gran Coupe is an integral active steering system that allows steering of all 4 wheels to increase control in light turns and improve overall precision. At low speeds, front and rear wheels turn in opposite directions of each other, reducing the turning radius, while at higher speeds they turn in the same direction for a more agile steering response, especially passing down the highway. BMW chose the name Gran Coupe to indicate 4 doors paired with the coupe-inspired styling. The Gran Coupe measures only 4.4 inches than the 2-door, which is directly translated to rear seat passenger room, and nearly 5 more inches of leg space for more comfortable long journeys. Overall, the vehicle is only 1 inch taller than the Coupe, hardly noticeable with its elongated profile. Overall length is 197.2 inches with a height of 54.8 inches and a width of 74.6 inches. Curb weight for the 650, if depending on options, is between 4,400 and 4,500 pounds, and expect the 6-cylinder 640 to be a couple hundred pounds lighter. Now as far as the M Sport package, like I mentioned earlier, it further enhances the aggressive side of the 6 Series line across the board, and the Gran Coupe is definitely no exception. Bringing up the front, you have BMW's adaptive xenon headlamps that turn with the steering wheel at night, along with LED fog lamps and daytime running lamps. With a more robust aerodynamics kit including front and rear clips along with side skirts, the car is a lot more athletic. Unique wheels and painted calipers as mentioned earlier, as well as the Shadowline exterior trim and unique color treatment out back, but more on that in just a little bit. The vehicle can also be had with a few additional safety features such as adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning assist, as well as rear cross path detection. There's also an optional integrated heads-up display that mounts up above the speedometer cluster and beams up onto the dash your vital information such as your speed and etc. Out back, the familiarities of the 650 Coupe really stand out with its LED tail lamps and swept deck lid. The third brake light also sits above the rear window in a discreet housing. Specifically for the M Sport models, styling is further enhanced by a unique rear diffuser finished in dark shadow metallic, nicely blended together with the Shadowline trim. And an easy way to tell the 640 6-cylinder turbocharged counterpart from the twin-turbo V8 650 are the exhaust ports. With the 640 you have a set of more mundane circular exhaust ports, while the 650 gets more prominent rectangular style exhaust ports coming out the back, and with the M Sport models they're finished in black chrome. So we're going to pop the hood. As far as performance for the 650i Gran Coupe, it comes with the newly revised version of BMW's new twin-turbocharged direct-injected 32-valve V8. Now with Valvetronic variable valve timing, the engine produces 445 horsepower at 5,500 RPM and 480 pound-feet of torque at 2,000 RPM. That's about 45 more horsepower and 30 more pound-feet of torque than the 2012 650i Coupe. 0 to 60 times are an average of 4.5 seconds, while all-wheel drive models can shave a couple tenths off that time. It also has a governed top speed of around 155 miles per hour. Now as far as the suspension, it's fully independent with double wishbones in front and a multi-link system in the back, with self-adjusting anti-roll bars, stability, and traction control. The vehicle also has a 3-mode driver-adjustable damper system alongside BMW's active dynamics control, which both enhances and softens the vehicle's ride on demand. And as far as fuel economy goes, with an 18.5-gallon tank running on premium gas, expect a miles to a gallon range of around 17 city, 25 highway. The interior of the Gran Coupe is a beautiful blend of sport and refinement. Just about everywhere you look is soft padded leather trim, real wood inlays, as well as aluminum accenting. One of the first things you notice also is the doors are completely frameless, giving that coupe appearance. And aside from having 2 extra doors, the interior styling hasn't changed a bit from the traditional coupe counterpart. So you kind of have the best of both worlds of having that very unique aggressive styling with the extra practicality. Stitched leather coming across the door tops, as well as the aluminum speaker grills, part of the optional Bang & Olufsen premium surround sound system. Your lowest storage compartment is also completely padded. Your dark ash wood trim gracing across the middle of the door panel, as well as your stitched padded armrest, aluminum door handles, and all of your power windows, power mirrors like you saw earlier. There's also a power folding function for tighter parking spaces, as well as activation of your rear sunshade from the driver's door. Your power locks would be located on the dash. Now the M Sport package comes with very unique Sport 20-way multi-contour leather bucket seats. Features heavy side bolstering coming across the side, as well as perforated inserts coming across the middle, bringing up the top. You do have adjustable headrests. Just pull them out to fit the curvature of your head. And your many other power adjustments are located down below here. You have an active massage function, 2-person memory, your standard power adjustments here, power leg extension for taller individuals, as well as embedded in the recline function is a little sub-recline for the top portion to give some more comfort to your upper back. This button controls the adjustment for your side bolstering here, as well as 4-way power lumbar adjustment. Not to mention side airbags as standard, adjustable headrests, and adjustable seat belts. Unique aluminum M Sport door sills, aluminum kick plate, as well as a full power tilting telescoping heated steering wheel. You'll also notice that the entire headliner coming down the pillars is also wrapped in Alcantara. Nicely finished off with a dash wrapped entirely of leather extending the length of the vehicle. So let's go ahead and see how she sounds. Beautiful power yet muscular sound with a little bit of exhaust burble coming down through the RPMs. The vehicle also comes with an integrated auto start stop function, so when you're at a stoplight or an extended period of time stopped, the vehicle will actually shut off to save fuel. As soon as you lift your foot off the brake pedal, it automatically reactivates and is ready to go instantaneously. So we're going to shut her up. Nice soft closing doors. Now like I said, this particular Gran Coupe comes with the optional Bang & Olufsen premium surround sound system with the aluminum accented speaker grills found throughout the vehicle. Impressive audio quality and amazing bass response. There's a tremendous range of audio quality throughout all frequencies. It's just a beautiful audio system. Side curtain airbags, microphone for a hands-free Bluetooth telephone, your auto-dimming rear-view mirror with integrated garage home link located down below. And up in the top center stack, you have your roadside assistance activation, interior illumination, as well as control for your power moonroof. Nice and open, gives a beautiful open-air experience to the vehicle, and to raise it up for the vent. It also comes with the iDrive Mobile Media Telemetrics interface controlled with this little center stack in the middle, all on a beautiful widescreen LCD display. To basically work it, it's actually quite simple. All the different buttons up here correspond to your different menu options. Click up, down, left or right, down for enter, and twisting it left and right to go through the different menu options. Push down to select. Your main radio screen comes with standard Sirius XM satellite radio, presets, tone settings, as well as activation of the vehicle's surround sound. Now if you go back up to CD multimedia, that's your different media options. CD, DVD compatible. It's a hard drive-based navigation system, so you can store MP3 files. Also, external iPod, USB, auxiliary devices, and hands-free Bluetooth streaming of audio. You go between the different corresponding radio menus. Just click, like satellite radio for instance, and scroll through the different channels. Click one when you find the one you want. Back up to FM. Like I said, once you get the hang of it, just a flick of the wrist, it's very simple to use. You have your hands-free Bluetooth telephone, phone book, voice dialing, messages, and the vehicle is very nice and easy to see navigation system. You see a lot more with the widescreen display. Now while in this navigation screen, you have your radio and time up to the top left. If you click the wheel to the left, it'll bring up the first set of options for the navigation system. Change the views, make it interactive, bring up your real-time traffic updates, as well as points of interest and things of that nature. Click it left again, it'll bring up your destination input. Address book, last destinations, and if you click it left once again, it'll bring it back to the main menu. What I also want to show you right quick, if you click it all the way to the right, you have the option to split screen the navigation system. So, the whole time you'll always have your navigation displayed off to the right. And like you saw the latitude and longitude, like I said before, you can change what it shows, so I have the map facing north now. Pretty convenient. Office, for those business-oriented individuals storing contacts, keeping track of messages and the like. BMW Connected Drive, which is a concierge as well as roadside assistance system. The concierge services, you can call and set dinner reservations and things of that nature as well. Your roadside assistance, BMW online capabilities, customer relations, putting in a service request as well as service status. Vehicle info, but first off your onboard info, such as your fuel economy, average speed, distance traveled. The owner's manual is also loaded into the system, so you can type a keyword, search by pictures, the different sections of the vehicle, or searching by quick reference. All very nice. Scroll down to the bottom, you have your trip computer, vehicle status and maintenance, as well as BMW Efficient Dynamics to see how economical you're driving. And down below, the system settings. Info to be displayed, time language, a tone for the radio, speed warning, climate, lighting controls, door locks, and your other personalizable options. Now, bring your attention back to this controller for a second. I was using the back button also to go between the different menus so you didn't have to click back all the way to always get back to the main menu. Also, the options here bring up that tab all the way over to the right for split screen. The center console, beautifully accented in wood as well as aluminum strips. Coming down below, you also have a standard quad zone climate control in the Gran Coupe for independent climate adjustment for each of the passengers in the vehicle. Temperature on each side, independently automatic, also independent zone adjustments. Fan speed on each side, front and rear defrost, 3-stage heated as well as ventilated seating for both the front passengers, automatic recycling as well as a built-in air filtration system to filter out excess allergens and pollution. Also in this center stack here in the high gloss insert, you also have all of your preset stations, your in-dash CD player, changing your different modes of your radio as well as tune if you wanted a little bit of manual control. The beautiful leather padding and stitching runs into the center console, blends in across the iDrive controller, and meets into the rear storage compartment. Plenty of room, your integrated auxiliary 12-volt power outlet, as well as a USB input. Also a little illuminated storage compartment with a 12-volt power outlet. Down next to the gear shift, you have your BMW driving dynamics controller here for more sport or comfort-oriented suspension, as well as other driving settings. Click up for sport. You can configure the different options to make it more customized. Sport Plus takes it a step further. And scrolling back down, you have your Comfort as well as Comfort Plus settings, which is basically the opposite for the most smooth and more comfortable driving dynamics. What's also new and pretty neat with the Efficient Dynamics, you also have an Eco Pro setting for the most economically drive settings. So you can configure the different modes: limit, speed warning, climate control activation to maximize fuel efficiency. Eco Pro Tips will give you little tips on how to maximize your fuel economy going down the road. Also down below in Eco Pro mode, a little display will pop up to show your brake energy regeneration system. So if you go back to Sport or Comfort, you'll just have the standard instantaneous miles per gallon and brake energy regeneration system. Your parking sensors, traction control, as well as an electronic parking brake with auto hold function. Pull up to activate, then put your foot on the brake and push down to deactivate. As far as the steering wheel, you have your cruise control off to the left and radio controls off to the right with your integrated voice activation system. Help.
To obtain the voice commands of the displayed panel, say Voice Commands. To obtain general information on voice activation, say Help with Voice Activation. To obtain important short commands with examples, say Help with Examples.
Help with examples.
To enter an address, say Enter Address. Then say the complete address, such as 8825 Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills, California. To drive to the center of a city, simply name the city. The options available for entering data depend on the navigation data and the country and language settings.
So it's all pretty neat. You can basically command all the different systems, not only navigation, but radio, telephone, and the like. I'm going to shut her down. Then we'll check out the back seat. The back seat does have a good amount of room. It's no 7 Series, but is able to hold occupants quite nicely with plenty of headroom and legroom. The back doors are also frameless, and as you can see, come with integrated sunshades that are powered, activated by these buttons here. You can control both sides from either door, as well as the rear sunshade. All the back doors are completely padded as well with your integrated wood inlays. And the seats feature a more bucket seat style configuration with deep insets, also perforated, aluminum door sills, and a little center console running to the back. There's actually a little button right here on the top of the front seat to move it forward or backward as necessary. Now, like I said before with the quad zone climate control, you have dual zone climate control for the rear essentially with your fan speed, heated seats for both sides, as well as automatic mode. Beautiful headliner, integrated rear illumination. Not to mention side curtain airbags to the rear. The rear window is narrow, kind of comes across, definitely gives it a much more sleek look from the exterior. Modest storage, as well as cup holders. As far as room, I'm about 5'10", I have at least 5 or 6 inches of leg space and probably 2.5 inches of head space. So it's definitely comfortable. I could sit back here for a longer journey. Beautifully executed. And I'm going to check out the rest of the vehicle, shall we? To access the trunk, you can use the remote or the integrated handle a part of the rear emblem that also doubles as the backup camera that you saw earlier. And as far as space, it's around 16.2 cubic feet, nice and generous and just enough for taking an extended vacation. The passenger seat features the same power adjustments that you find on the driver's seat. Good sized glove box, modest amount of room in the rear, 2 tiers, also lined with felt. Now the 6 Series Gran Coupe is an incredible vehicle. While not a new concept, BMW has made the vehicle stand out by almost entirely representing the beautiful 6 Series Coupe just with an extra 2 doors. Everything you love about the 6 Series, but now with extra practicality without compromise. Truly representing what it means to be the ultimate driving machine. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth look at the all-new 2013 BMW 650i Gran Coupe. Be sure to stay tuned next time. There's a lot more where that came from. Take care, everybody.